right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight title.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier. And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made a pretty good UFC footprint over the last few years. Dustin Poirier back on the proving ground here tonight. All right, so here's the UFC featherweight champion, Ilia Topuria, undefeated when he arrived at the title fight against Alexander Volkanovski, and he was able to break through and get the job done. There is an undeniable sophistication to his game. He is a layered striker. He can grapple, he can wrestle. I haven't seen anything resembling a weakness on film, but I think his greatest asset is his ability to stay calm, cool, and collected in combat, and also to exercise some patience when it comes to pursuing a finish. He's one of the best finishers in the division, but it is never forced, it is never bat out of hell, and that's why right now he's the hunted and not Volkanovski at 145 pounds. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now here's the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, so here is Dustin Poirier as we get ready to go with round one. He says he's doing less sparring at this stage of his UFC career, and that figures to pay dividends here tonight. He is trying to stay more defensively responsible. Easier said than done when you have as many offensive gifts as Dustin Poirier brings to the table. All right, nice takedown secured on the first attempt, no less, by the BJJ fighter here, and gotta be discouraging for the kickboxer to not be able to provide anything resembling resistance on that first attempt.
It's very discouraging because in the build-up, he was told by his opponent, I'm going to take you down. And he said, nope, no way, no how, no chance. But unfortunately, he was not able to defend the first one. It only encourages more and more takedown attempts.
Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. Oh, let's get submitted.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ. Yeah. There it is. Now he's on the mount. He's got to be careful here.
Postures up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Poirier's back in full mount. Well, he's got his back now. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, close guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
It's a pretty good jab.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg. Good jab there by the champion.
30 seconds to go. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
All right, take a seat. Deep breath. In through that nose, out that mouth. All right, that was awesome. Don't get lazy on your takedowns. Keep your hands up. Let's punch through that shit.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Ready, fight. Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, he somehow ate that overhand. Wow. Nice straight there by Dustin Poirier. Watching the former interim lightweight champ Dustin Poirier in a good striking flow here tonight, DC. That left hand nearly put his opponent out.
Nearly puts him out, and you can't take many of them. Dustin's so big and physically strong for 155. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Nice leverage here. Getting him out here.
Topuria's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it.
Now he's in trouble. Oh, he's gonna get him with it.
Working on Ezekiel choking. He somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're gonna get submitted. He didn't panic.
Making all these shots count. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position. Oh, right into mount. Oh, he got to the spot.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight. Beautiful ground strike landed. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responds in time.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
left, right, kick.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Big shot to the head.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Topuria's back in half guard.
He's doing a really good job of putting himself in position.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Poirier. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dustin Poirier. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Now he's trying to guillotine. That guillotine is very tight.
There's the tap! Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
We go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 46 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
So there he is, the undisputed UFC featherweight champion, confident as ever